Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Now for today's video, we're going to be discussing one of the animals that was added very late to InGen's list. A dinosaur which was unfortunately not bred by anyone at the genetics company until after it had been bought and retooled by Masrani Global. This herbivore is actually a very unique and important creature that we've just recently begun to study. Until Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, it had received very little attention among the general public. Due to that entry's success, this is no longer the case. Today's dinosaur roamed the Earth over 70 million years ago. Its name meaning the Chinese horned face. Sinoceratops was a member of the Ceratopsidae family, and its remains were uncovered in a province in China. Due to the fact that this is one of the only ceratopsian dinosaurs that we currently have information about living in Asia, it's described as being a very important animal to modern paleontology. The only other dinosaur species that may be in that same conversation is the much smaller Tyrannoceratops, which happens to be an animal that scientists can't really agree on right now. Nevertheless, Sinoceratops was a clear ceratopsian. Sporting a small nasal horn and a tall frill at the back of its skull, this dinosaur, like its relatives, was obviously built for defense. And since it may have lived alongside such carnivorous creatures like Zuching tyrannus, it may have needed these attributes when it came under attack. Growing up to 6 meters long and a nice 2 meters tall, this was clearly one of the more medium-sized frillheads from the late Cretaceous. Weighing in at 2 tons, it was smaller than Triceratops and much closer to the size and design of something like Styracosaurus. Possibly one of the more prominent features of this dinosaur is its incredibly unique skull. A minimum of 10 curved horn-like processes are set along the rear margin of the combined parietals, and 4 additional horn processes can be found on the combined squamosals. This gives the animal a very interesting head that can be easily differentiated from other members of the ceratopsian family, and makes it one of the most interesting finds out of China. Sadly, 66 million years ago, the animal would fall into extinction. However, fossilized material of the dinosaur's DNA would later be found by an illustrious genetics company, and after extracting what viable information from the remains that they could, InGen, now owned by Masrani Global, will begin to create their very own Sinoceratops. Jurassic World Sinoceratops were bred and housed on Isla Nublar, the island that was also home to the widely popular theme park. Our first look at this new dinosaur was in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. These clones are quite bulkier than their fossilized counterparts, growing over 8 meters in length and weighing in at a solid 3 tons. The skulls of these ceratopsians come complete with large holes in their massive frills. This level of shrink wrapping is far more extreme than what we normally see in many of the theropod species and gives the animal a very unique and distinguishable look. Now, the only version that we are currently aware of with these animals is the forest green creatures that we see running away from Mount Sibo's eruption during the course of the movie. Before they could be thrown back into extinction, Ken Whatley was successful in capturing several of these animals and bringing them to the Lockwood estate. As far as behavior goes, we're able to see 2 distinct moments of interest from this dinosaur during the course of the film. The first of which happens to be when one animal licks Owen Grady's face just before a large amount of molten lava was about to hit his body. This particular scene is actually one that was adapted from Michael Crichton's Lost World book, with a Stegosaurus and Sarah Harding in the places of these current characters. Apart from that, we also get to see this dinosaur do battle with another member of InGen's list, the Horned Devil, Carnotaurus itself. During this encounter, it's made very clear that Sinoceratops has quite the edge over this smaller predatory animal, and the ceratopsian is indeed successful in fighting off its attacker after it hoists its enemy up into the air and drops it heavily to the ground. Now that this animal has been freed and runs wild about the forests of Northern California, this dinosaur's chances of appearing in the next entry in the series are quite high. But what do all of you think about this animal? Are you a fan of the Sinoceratops design, and did you like the way it was utilized in Fallen Kingdom? I'd love to hear everything you think about this animal in the comments down below. Now before I go, I'd like to thank all of my game wardens, as well as all of my InGen executives. I'd like to thank all of my park workers and InGen hunters as well. Arjun Boss, it really means the world to me that all of you guys continue to support what I do, and I seriously am extremely thankful for everything that you do to help. Honestly guys, it means the world to me. Now I'd like to thank you all for watching this video, and hope that you all enjoy today's content. If you feel like I deserve it, I'd appreciate the like and hope that you'll consider subscribing if you're interested in hearing from me again. See you all in the next video, guys, and as always, take it easy.